For today's dinner, I'm going to do a little Mexican style theme, or a little Mexican take on something that we like. We call it Fiesta lime chicken. So I'll be baking chicken with limes, the purple onion, some of the parsley from our Misfit Market box, and then I'm going to pair that with stuffed jalapenos or jalapeno poppers. And I'm also going to make stuffed mushrooms to go with that. My husband doesn't like the jalapenos, so he'll have the same stuffing but inside the mushrooms. And then we'll make a side dish with the Misfit Market tomatoes and some corn, so almost like a salsa or a fresh side dish. Let's see. Just to share a little of my video setup, on the left hand side you see on the stovetop I have the ingredients for the next 3 recipes. On my cutting board are the ingredients that I'm working with. Behind my cutting board is a little bin lined with a plastic bag for garbage. On the right hand side I have a plastic bag for my vegetable scraps. My camera tripod has a little rigging set up with chopsticks and rubber bands to hold my phone at a right angle, so that I can get that film and those angles. If that helps anybody, I hope to. So for the Fiesta lime chicken, I'm going to start with the Kirkwood all-natural boneless skinless chicken breast. Those are from Aldi, of course. The tahini seasoning you can find at Aldi. It's that lime seasoning, chili pepper, but not very spicy. The main flavor that you get in there is the dehydrated lime. Fresh limes that we will zest and juice. Red onion. And then, of course, garlic. I'm going to use some of the parsley from the Misfit Markets box just to add a little color and flavor. I'm going to use my WW multi-tool little kitchen tasker thing. Love this one. The top one is a reamer that I'm going to use for the juice. We're going to juice 2 limes. The bottom part is a little cup. They snap together and easy. I use this a lot. So we're going to juice and zest 2 limes. To juice the limes, I like to roll them around in my hands a good bit. These I got these from Misfit Markets last time, or Misfit Market last time. I don't want to roll it on my cutting board because the cutting board legs are made from horseshoes, and I don't want my cutting board to go rocking. We just want to make sure we get those juices working before we start zesting. You can zest with a small grater, and I prefer the little grater. That's going to go straight into your bowl. Try to get as much of the zest off as possible. You're looking for about 2 tablespoons of lime zest. You know, we're cooking, we're not baking. You can adjust on that. That's the beauty of cooking. Baking, you have to be a little more careful with. Make sure you get the zest off the back of whatever you're using. There's a lot that sticks to the back. When I made this before we joined Weight Watchers, I also included, I think it was ½ a cup of olive oil. The recipe that I was using called for that, and it's not really necessary. So I'm going to leave that out. There's no sense in adding all of those points. The reamer's a good way to get all of the juice out, but you can juice however you want to. They had these for half price. I joined around Christmas, a little bit after Christmas. So they must have had a sale or something wonderful. But even at full price, I recommend the little multi-tool. Just the juice into the dish. I'm going to put in 3 cloves of garlic. Probably not that one. So I have a little garlic press. Press that one in. Scrape. We're getting lots and lots and lots of flavor. You can chop your garlic. You can add less, or you can omit it altogether if you're not into garlic. So there we just have the lemon zest and the garlic. I'm going to throw in some of the parsley. I'm going to throw in just a little bit of that parsley. I'm going to save some, reserve some for the top of the chicken as it comes out. Just going to give that a stir. I'm going to add about a teaspoon of just regular salt. Just for our taste, you can omit the salt or adjust it to your own taste. That is the basis of our dish. Now we're going to take the chicken and lay it on the roasting pan. and pour this marinade / sauce over the top of it and bake it in the oven. Clean up the red onion. My vegetable bag is beside my cutting board, the one from the freezer. So the onion peels. The lime will not go in my freezer bag. I wouldn't put that in my vegetable stock. So there's some things that you include, some things you just don't. We'll see. Onion peels make a beautiful, beautiful color. They add a lot of color to the stock. And I'll show you some secrets to my kitchen. We have a 60, 70-year-old house, and I love the kitchen. It's actually quite unique, I think. I have a little corner of the kitchen. It's not a very big, fancy kitchen, but I really enjoy the setup of our kitchen, and I'll show you. I guess I'll show you how I do my videos. I'll show you the setup of my camera angles and all that. That might be a little helpful for a few. It took me a few trial and errors to figure that out, so I can help someone else out. This is the red onions I just got from Misfit Market. There is our still frozen chicken. Remember, this is still frozen, straight out of the bag. It's one of those great meals you can throw together really quickly, toss it in the oven, and while it's doing its thing and the magic is happening, you can help with homework or whatever it is you have to do. Quick, delicious, satisfying, impressive. So it's one of those, oh wow, Mom, this is great kind of meals. It's always nice to hear. It's always nice when there's not leftovers because you know they enjoyed it all. It's like a catch-22. You're happy there's not leftovers, but you kind of wish there were. So I always sprinkle the onions around. That just adds a little more moisture and color to the dish. This one's going to go in the oven at 350 degrees until the chicken is done. The Fiesta lime chicken is out of the oven. I cut the thickest piece of chicken just to make sure it was good and done. I'll remove the lime and the spices and things. Those we won't eat. So those were just there to serve, to keep the chicken nice and moist. It'll have a lot of flavor, and this will be wonderful. I'm so excited about this meal. So that's tonight's menu: Fiesta lime chicken, a roasted corn salad, side salad served cold, jalapeno poppers, and then of course the mushroom poppers, I guess we could call them. I won't be eating the mushroom poppers. I don't really care for mushrooms. So my daughter and I will have the jalapeno poppers. My husband will be eating the mushroom, and we'll all enjoy a great dinner. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Mexican-inspired Fiesta dinner. Give us a comment below and let us know what your favorite weekday dinner is. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.